Welcome to Mount Rainier National Park.
Come hike and handstand the Skyline Trail with me. Chase waterfalls throughout the park. Soak up the epic views from the Mount Freemont Lookout Trail, and so much more.
This is National Park number 57 for me. Super exciting. I'm heading out on the Skyline Trail. This is supposed to be one of the best trails in all of the national parks. It should be a pretty epic day. This is about 5.7 miles. It's a loop and it's just under 1,800 feet of elevation. Let's go. This trail starts at the Jackson Visitor Center. I got here at about 5:30 in the morning. There were already a ton of cars in the parking lot, so if you're gonna do this hike, I suggest getting here early. Mount Rainier stands at an impressive 14,410 feet. It's actually the highest point in the Cascade Range and also the highest point in Washington. What I learned is that it is so tall, it creates its own weather system. That is pretty crazy. It's one of the most glaciated peaks in the contiguous United States, and it has over 25 named glaciers. This mountain is impressive. Another crazy thing about Mount Rainier is that it is an active volcano. It last erupted about 150 years ago. Hopefully it won't erupt while I'm here. Also, just a heads up, this trail gets really steep really quick. It is paved right now, which is helping, but the elevation at the trailhead is about 5,500 feet. And I live in New Jersey at sea level, so I'm definitely feeling it. This trail is a loop, and I recommend doing it clockwise because you get pretty epic views of Mount Rainier the whole time you're hiking up. There are some wildfires in Canada right now, and I was a little worried that the wildfire smoke would make Mount Rainier super hazy, but so far so good. It's mostly clear. The views are pretty amazing so far. Three-tenths of a mile till I get to Panorama Point. That's supposed to be the best viewpoint on this trail. I don't know how it could get much better than this, but apparently it does. I just looked at the All Trails map for this trail and saw that there is a bathroom super close to Panorama Point. So if you need a bathroom mid-trail, you are in luck. Made it to Panorama Point. There's not many people here, so this is nice. I could soak up the views for a little bit. Check out these phenomenal views from Panorama Point. Got Mount Rainier right up there. This is incredible. This marmot is also soaking up the views from Panorama Point. Hey little guy. Checking out Mount Rainier from Panorama Point. Panorama Point is about 2 miles into the trail. A lot of people actually hike to that viewpoint and then turn around, but I'm gonna keep heading up the trail now. But first, bathroom break. Have you ever seen a bathroom with a better view? I don't think I have. I gotta say, for a mid-trail bathroom in the middle of a national park, it was pretty awesome. Make sure you wear sunscreen on this trail. It's pretty exposed the whole time. I think the temperature is in the 70s today. I am definitely warm, and I'm glad I have sunscreen on, so hopefully not getting sunburnt. I keep telling myself to stop taking pictures and videos, but man, these views keep getting better and better.
As most of you know, I love to do handstands whenever I travel, and this is definitely one of my favorite handstand spots in the world.
So I actually climbed up a little bit above the trail, but this view is the best view I've gotten so far, and no one is here. So if you could find this spot, definitely come here. That was the best little trail detour ever. I'm officially back on the Skyline Trail now. Excited to keep going and see more epic views. It's really cool. As you're hiking, you can see the glacier right to the side of the trail. A nice perk of this trail is that if you get hot while you're hiking, you could just touch some of the snow on the side of the trail to cool you down. I just passed a woman on the trail that was wearing socks and sandals, socks and slides. Don't do that. We're good footwear. I have my hiking boots on. You definitely want something with good traction because there's a lot of uneven surfaces and loose rocks.
There were so many marmots and chipmunks on this trail. I loved seeing all of them. It was cuteness overload.
One of the best parts of doing this trail in July is seeing all of the wildflowers. They're in full bloom right now. Made it to the top of Myrtle Falls. Checking out Myrtle Falls. This is pretty epic with Mount Rainier in the background.
See it again?
I'm just wrapping up the Skyline Trail now. I have to say I started my time at Mount Rainier National Park with a bang because this trail was epic. If you are capable of doing it, I highly recommend doing so. Just definitely get here early. It's very hot right now and also very crowded. On to the next one.
All trails clocked me at 6.4 miles, and it took me a little over 3 hours to complete this hike. This trail was incredible, and the views of Mount Rainier were jaw-dropping. I absolutely loved this hike.
Checking out the view from Reflection Lake. Just a heads up, if you come here, it's blocked off with these things, so you can't get super close to the lake, but the view is still really pretty. No reflection today. Sadly, the water is moving too much. Gorgeous view though. Mount Rainier is beautiful. Falls from the top. When you get to Naches Falls, you can hike a really short trail that's only 0.2 of a mile that gives you a much better viewpoint of the entire waterfall. Checking out the view of Naches Falls from the end of the trail. I love that there's a rainbow on the bottom. That is so cool. Apparently, I am chasing waterfalls today. This is Christine Falls. Day 2 in Mount Rainier National Park. I am headed out on the Mount Freemont Lookout Trail. This is about 5.8 miles with 1,118 feet of elevation gain. This is the number 2 ranked trail in the park after the Skyline Trail that I did yesterday. The views of Mount Rainier are supposed to be pretty amazing. I'm really excited to head out. This trail is ranked as moderate. It's an out and back trail that starts from the Sunrise Visitor Center. This trail is known for having incredible views of Mount Rainier, and I'm only like 2 seconds into the trail and the views are pretty spectacular. Check out this sunrise from the trail. Wow. I got to the trailhead around 5:30 a.m. There were a decent amount of cars in the parking lot, but definitely not as many as the Skyline Trail yesterday. That was pretty crazy. So hopefully this trail won't be too crowded. In order to get to the Mount Freemont Lookout, you have to start on the Sourdough Ridge Trail. If you do this trail around sunrise time, it's pretty magical because you can see Mount Rainier changing colors as you're hiking. On the way up, you get to see a pretty cool view of Frozen Lake. The temperature is quite a bit cooler today than it was yesterday. I was really hot when I was hiking the Skyline trail, but today the temperature's in the 50s. I have long sleeves on, but I think it's a high of 65, so it's gonna go up a little bit. Just got my first glimpse of the fire lookout. Very cool. There are a lot of loose rocks when you get to the top part of the trail, so I recommend wearing good hiking boots that have good traction and ankle support. Made it to the Freemont Lookout Tower. This is incredible.
Mount Freemont Fire Lookout was built in 1943, and it is one of only 4 lookouts remaining in Mount Rainier National Park. This lookout was used by fire watchers to look for smoke and lightning strikes so they could be reported by telephone. After World War II, fire spotting was done more by aerial surveillance, but these lookouts are still occasionally used for fire detection.
I know a lot of people do this hike to get the sunrise views because a lot of people were coming down when I was hiking up, but I have to say I'm here a little after sunrise and I have the lookout tower all to myself right now. Not sure how I pulled this off, but this is pretty epic. This trail is absolutely incredible. If you are capable of doing this trail, you don't want to miss this one. Check out this view of Mount Rainier right behind me. I think I'm gonna set up and get an amazing time lapse and eat a snack and just soak up all the views.
There were a ton of chipmunks by the fire lookout. They try to use their cuteness to get food from you, but don't give in. You're not supposed to feed them or any wildlife.
One last view from the top, time to head back. Just wrapping up the trail now. If you come to Mount Rainier National Park, you have to do this trail. It is absolutely amazing. On to the next trail.
All trails logged me at 6.1 miles, and it took me about 2.5 hours to complete this trail. This was another amazing hike, and if I had more time, I could have easily spent hours at the top soaking in all the impressive views. This is a trail I will never forget.
All right, I'm headed out on my second trail of today. This is the Naches Peak Loop Trail. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. This is 3.5 miles with 669 feet of elevation gain. It's a loop ranked as moderate, and I should get some pretty cool views of Tipsoo Lake if this crazy fog lifts. If you do this trail in July, you will see a lot of wildflowers on the trail. It is very pretty. One thing to note about this trail is that if you don't get a parking spot at the official trailhead, if you drive up a little further, there's another parking lot, and that's where I parked, and this is a loop, so you could basically start at any part of the trail. So if you don't get a parking spot at the first one, don't worry, there's a parking lot a little bit further down the road. Doesn't it look like this plant is having a really bad hair day? The fog is officially gone now. It cleared up very nicely, and I am thoroughly enjoying the views along this trail. If you hike this trail, make sure you wear sunscreen. It's pretty exposed for most of the way, and I am definitely hot. I'm officially down to a tank top now. You guys are probably getting sick of hearing me say it, but the wildflowers along this trail are beautiful. I can't believe how many there are, and so many different colors. Just made it to a viewpoint with a pretty awesome view of Mount Rainier.
That's why they say to do it this direction.
Yeah.
If you hike this trail, I recommend hiking it clockwise because if it's a clear enough day, you'll get pretty amazing views of Mount Rainier. I just finished the trail and made it back to Tipsoo Lake. As you can see, Tipsoo Lake is pretty fogged out right now, but I'm going to hike the Tipsoo Lake Trail, which is a 0.7 mile trail around the lake. Hopefully it'll clear up a little bit. We'll see how this goes. Isn't Tipsoo Lake beautiful? If any of you guys came to Mount Rainier and saw Tipsoo Lake, comment below and let me know what it looks like because I have no idea. Just wrapping up the trail now. I'm sure Tipsoo Lake is beautiful when it's not foggy like it is right now, but I still had a great time hiking here. Mount Rainier is incredible.
This national park is truly jaw-dropping, and I had the best 2 days exploring here. The trails are top-notch and the views are spectacular. I hope this video inspires you to come here. Thank you for watching. Please like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel at wondermich so you don't miss any of my upcoming adventures.